come to talk about the SOLO Taxonomy and how it can be used as a framework for teaching, but also importantly for learning. It's constructed of four levels: pre-structural, uni-structural, multi-structural, and extended, relational and extended abstract. I just use the SOLO framework to actually break down learning intentions. And the whole idea of that is it shows the student what success looks like and gives them access to the work, but also at the same time it provides the teacher with the framework in which to be able to accurately assess where students are in terms of the complexity of their thinking. And you use the framework to design your lesson to make sure that students have access at the bottom for those potentially lower able students, but also provide the higher levels of thinking for the more gifted students you have in the class. So it provides a differentiation for the students that are in the class, rather than having one learning intention which might be hitting the mark for, say, 40%. You're providing a differentiated framework which provides for all the students in the classroom. But it's an easily understandable framework, but yet it's very, very powerful, purely because students can use it to self-assess, and the formative interpretations that it provides to students as to where they are and what they need to do to improve, but for the teacher also to recognise that kind of language of learning, of showing where the student is now and providing that meaningful feed forward to as where they go. And it just helps with, it's more intrinsic, so rather than being built on NCA where the motivation is external, it's extrinsic, it works on intrinsic, so it all comes from a student's perspective. So the success criteria are built from where the students are, so the students understand what they can do rather than showing the teacher. And that's far more powerful, because often it's the wrong way around in that sense. Because I'm a full-time teacher, my problem is being able to share my practice. So where my focus has been is developing a model, and not just one model which you just plonk into any situation. It's a flexible model. How does it work for those students who find it harder to get access, but at the same time, how do we stretch the ones who are at the higher end? And for them, it's providing that creativity. And so I've been trialling various methods, either through pedagogy or through the use of ICT, to pursue that work. Now, other teachers in the department have taken on board, and I do work with teachers from other schools who are piloting my work and coming back with feedback to say, right, we might need to change this. Because it's important that you have a different context apart from just your own. But being full-time, I really don't have the time to do that. I want to get to the heart of the student, and how students learn, no matter what kind of context or what kind of external pressures there might be on, providing them with the structure that they can move through regardless of that, because aware that these things change. But if you can empower the student with that structure and know how to move through it and what they need to do, that has been my focus.